now. So if they're subscribed to the channel, they can jump on, but you know, it's unlikely that they.
You guys on mute. The audience can't hear you.
Now you can hear us just fine.
Yes, now I can hear you.
Jeff, I'm sorry, but can you repeat the motion?
The board allocates up to $75,000 for security enhancements identified through the security audit during the winter of 2022.
And Devin seconded. Okay. And I called for discussion. Jen, do you have anything?
No, I was just making sure that we could hear you.
No, thank you. And so hearing no discussion, we'll call the question. We'll start with you, Jen.
Great.
Good. And all in the room, we unanimously approve. Thank you very much, everyone. And so I think we want to go back then to our financial update conversation. I think we were circling around another conversation there. So did somebody have a motion prepared for that?
I will make a motion to authorize Dr. Central Office to spend up to $216,177 on additional. I don't say all these things.
You could say the items listed with the exception of
The items listed with the exception of staff hardware, laptops, lease prepayment. And we're adding an additional $18,000 for decodable text. So that will be a total of $36,000.
good for that line item. And that would then, with the 75,000 that we just allocated to security enhancements identified by the audit, that would mean that we're returning what amount to the town?
$631,000, $631,843.
Very good. Do we have a second for that motion? Randy? Good. Sure. Any discussion?
631.
843.
Hearing no discussion, we'll call the question. We'll start with Jen. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wasn't there an interest to have it be a more even number? More rounded number?
Yeah, so before we call for the vote, is it important? I mean, I think the number that we just quoted is a very exact number that is likely going to change, by a few dollars here or there because the year is still happening. And so understood, it could be $40 plus or minus, it could be, $400 plus or minus. There's some fluidity to that. So I don't know if we want to try to introduce that to the motion.
We'll return around $630,000.
Are we expecting to have unexpended funds of 600?
I think that sounds great.
How about approximately?
Yes, approximately, that's the word. All right, very good. Do we have any further discussion on this? All right, let's call the question. We'll start with Jen. Approve. Good. And all in the room? Approved unanimously. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay. It is 10:49.
Table the policy.
I would entertain a motion to, and I don't know if that tabling it would be the right thing, because generally tabling should be sort of brought back up within the same session, but I think we could say, yes, let's table it for a subsequent session. I'm super eager to get to the policy review, but I do want to check in. Has everyone had a chance to actually look at the policies that we talked about in first reading? And so we could take a swing at this if people feel confident that, so we've done the work. I will say that Reading approved these policies. And I'm going to bring up one thing on the board sort of briefly just to show you. I'm going to give myself 2 minutes to get to this. Apologies. Good. And then there. Okay. So this list is the specific list of all of those shipment policies. I'm trying to make that full screen, but it's just not doing what I want it to do. And it has, this is exactly what sort of Reading approved. This is all the things that were on our list. And it's got notes for every sort of, no change here. The specific contacts that Stephanie's gone in and added. If there was a 504, this like it's all buttoned up to sort of have those details. In this would be the Schedule A. This is what we looked at last time in the PowerPoint presentation, Schedule A list. And then the sort of subsequent repeal of the matching policies. If we're comfortable in sort of making the motion and moving, or if we need to dive in, if anybody has something here that you flagged and you want to dive into a conversation, then I would say we table this for now and we can come back through it in the meeting. So anyone want to try to make
I'm fine moving forward. These are living, breathing documents, sort of. We can change them.
That's exactly right.
You
Yeah,
know,
we do it
as we
first
see
reading,
fit, and we
second
will
reading.
change them again. They're not going to stay this way. So
That's exactly right.
I'm fine moving forward.
Okay. All right, that's fantastic. So I'll look for a motion to approve the Schedule A for second reading and adoption of this set of shipment policies. And look for somebody to make that motion. Devin, thank you. Andrew, a second. I see Randy. Good. Any discussion? And I just want to bring this back up to make sure it's the Jen. Good. Hearing no discussion, we'll call the question, starting with Jen.
I approve.
Thank you. And everyone in the room? Very good. Unanimously approved. Thank you. And then, so the second part of this is the repeal of those matching policies. So all the policies we just approved, the matching policies would be, sort of repealed from our existing policies. So look for someone to make that motion. Jenny, thank you very much. Seconded by Devin. Any discussion? Yes.
Question.
Sure.
Where is Region 9 on this stuff? I know.
They've gone down a darker path. They were partnering with us.
This was
90% of the way.
His idea, but this was one of his ideas to use shipment. So
90% of the way there with us, and they've started sort of digging in different ways where they're starting to customize stuff, and it's just like, okay. So we hope that we're now here and they can come with us with these 50 plus policies that we're ready to go, and then there's 12 policies we need to come back to and discuss more deeply. Great, let's do that. But they may not be along for the ride. At a minimum, we've just taken 3 really complex policy books and turned them into 2, one of which is really clean.
Right.
So, I think this is still a win.
There's still time.
Yeah, there's still time. Okay. Good. So if there's no further discussion, we'll call the question. Jen?
Approved.
Thank you, and everyone in the room. Approved unanimously. Thank you. Congratulations. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. All right. So that takes us to the superintendent review.
John, did you do this at the end of the 4th hour? Just did you do this on purpose because you knew we'd all just say go for it?
I did not. I had this on the agenda for about 3 months. So
I'm just kidding. You know that, right? I'm just kidding.
Of course. No, of course. All right. So let's take a look at the superintendent review. I'm gonna. I hope that we will make a motion to move to executive session to discuss. In this case, this is a performance review exception that allows us to go into executive session. Do I have that motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jeff. Do I have a second? Thank you, Randy. Absent objection. We will be in executive session starting at 10:54 PM.
I
and-
wholeheartedly object to doing this poor man at 11 o'clock. at
I,
night.